Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back into the video today, and today we're going to be talking about the Miami Heat potentially signing shooting guard Austin Rivers, who recently just said that he would do anything to play for the Miami Heat. Also, he did mention that he would like to play for the Boston Celtics, so he doesn't really mind for either one of the teams that made it to the Eastern Conference Finals last year. Now, from what I heard and what I read as well, it sounds to me like Rivers would rather join the Miami Heat than the Boston Celtics, but he would also not mind joining the Boston Celtics. He was on the Bill Simmons podcast, and he said that so Bill Simmons, a big basketball writer, has written a couple books about basketball, and he said that he had talked to Brad Stevens, the basketball of operations, a former head coach as well. Brad Stevens, the general manager, and he talked about potentially joining the squad, and he wouldn't mind joining the Celtics. But he also said that he would do anything to join the Miami Heat. So that was really intriguing to me. Miami still has 2 roster spots open, so I'm sure they're holding at least, if not one or probably 1 or 2 of those roster spots open in a potential Damian Lillard trade, because who knows? But because I'm sure there will. What I read is that they were looking to bring in Kelly Oubre Jr. after a Damian Lillard trade, but Oubre earlier this week on Monday evening just signed with the Philadelphia 76ers, so he's no longer available. So maybe there's a name or two they'd like to bring in after a Damian Lillard trade. But, there's always a guy that could be added in to a trade that could be going to Miami with Damian Lillard. I would keep out on a guy like Nasir Little, who could get packaged in a deal with Damian Lillard in a Miami deal. But there's going to be players to come out, going out of Miami, going in the trade too, whether that's Tyler Hero, it's Caleb Martin, or it's Duncan Robinson, or it's, someone like the draft pick they just made in the first round, Jamie Vasquez Jr., or it's Nikola Jovic, the previous first round pick. So maybe it could be really any of those players. It'd probably be 2 or 3. I've read that the Blazers don't want Tyler Hero, so I think it'd be interesting to see how they make that work. But But to add in Austin Rivers, I think would be he's a really good guard. He's a veteran. He averaged 5 points per game with Minnesota last year, with 2 rebounds per game and 2 assists per game, with 44% field goal percentage. And with Minnesota last year, he averaged 19.5 minutes per game. He's a solid 3-point shooter as well. I think he'd be a good addition for the Miami Heat. I just think they'd probably rather try to figure out this whole Damian Lillard trade first. Then they're not gonna sign someone like Austin Rivers, before trying to get a Damian Lillard trade. It's not like you sign Austin Rivers, Damian Lillard's not gonna join. Obviously, I don't think Damian Lillard is scared of Austin Rivers. I just feel like they don't want to make any really big or solid, anything minor solid roster moves before trying to trade for Damian Lillard. I think this would be a move that the Miami Heat would want to potentially make after trading for Damian Lillard. But after a Lillard trade happens, I really do think this would be a good signing for the Miami Heat. I think he's going to go to either one of the Miami Heat or the Boston Celtics. I think that will probably be where he ends up. I think Boston would be a better fit for him, but I think Miami would be a good fit for him as well. I think either one would be a good fit for Austin Rivers. You guys let me know your thoughts on the potential signing for the Miami Heat and the Boston Celtics. That's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed them, your thoughts, and peace out.